I'm gonna have everybody follow us upstairs, please.
Yep. Are we gonna do the new intro down here?
You wanna do it down here?
Yeah.
That's fine. Okay, even better. So, everybody please take a seat. Psych.
Simon said, stand up.
He had one job and he made it 60 seconds. Alright guys, so my name's Steven. I've been doing investigating for the last about 9 years, but I've been into it, my whole life or whatever, going through different experiences. Pretty much what we'll be doing tonight, I told some of you already, we're gonna have a match visual that we're gonna start off with upstairs. We're gonna go ahead and we have the Phasm box as well set up. We'll tell you more about that once we go upstairs, exactly what that's gonna do. We say 45 minutes of that? 45 minutes of the mass vigil. We're gonna take a break at that time. You guys can use the restrooms, we'll show you where. And then after that, we'll do 2 more sessions. So while we do the sessions, you'll be with some of the investigators. They're gonna have equipment. I see some of you guys have your own equipment, but they'll let you know when the appropriate time to use your equipment is gonna be. So they'll explain what piece of equipment you guys are gonna be using during the investigation and what you guys kind of mess with at that point. We asked that, of course, a few things. Smoking, does anybody here smoke? Okay, we're gonna just do it, outside, we'll call it break, we'll do it outside away from the building, kind of across the street.
8 hours without one, you wouldn't like to be me.
Okay, no problem. Don't want to find that out the hard way, no. So, so we'll take the smoke breaks, we'll let you know when that's the appropriate time and where to do it. Some of you guys, a lot of you guys from talking with you, it seems like you guys have a lot of experience. You know how to use a lot of, different pieces of equipment. You have your own techniques. We're going to do some of our stuff and we'll let you know when it's the appropriate time for you guys to do whatever you want to do because you're going to have your time to do that. For those who may not have quite as much experience, some of the things when you're doing these investigations, you're going to find out that even without the equipment, you're going to get a lot of feelings. It's going to be random thoughts, random questions, random emotions, mad, angry, crying.
Mine's on
Follow that. If it's too overwhelming where you feel like you're gonna pass out, listen, we don't want you guys hitting the deck and having to call 911 and dealing with that at all. Because more importantly, we're not gonna pay that bill. Okay? So just make sure you guys are feeling anything. Tell one of us. We'll take you outside. You'll catch a break. You're not gonna miss anything. You'll come right back into the investigation, and you'll have your own time to do, to enjoy. The other thing is, let's be respectful of each other. We're going to have a great time, no matter what, and all of us here, everybody's great at doing this. I mean, these guys have been doing it for a little while. I mean, they've been doing it for a long time, but us together, listen, just talk to us, let us know how you're feeling, be respectful of each other, let's have a good time, okay? Couple other things, when we're in our sessions, if it's quiet, lights are off, use your regular voice, don't whisper. All right, like I explained to you guys, and I can't stress enough, I am the scaredest one out of this group, okay? You guys are here for me more than I am here for you, okay? So you guys gotta have my back. But listen, if there's whispering, my mindset goes, oh my God, this is ghosts having a conversation. That alone, but just use your normal voice because everybody else wants to hear it too. Everybody else wants to hear what experience. We're gonna spread out at certain moments, so if you hear some in your corner, just shout it out, don't whisper. Also, because we do EVP sessions, we don't want any contamination on any of the devices. We want to know what's an actual ghost versus what's one of us, okay? What else? Flashlights, as we go throughout, we're going to encourage to use a flashlight. We don't want you guys to trip. Point them up or point them down. Don't shine them in each other's eyes. After a few minutes of being in the pitch black, you turn that flashlight on, you're going to start seeing orbs. And then all of a sudden, you got a million people, ghost people that we're seeing, and it's not the case, right?
Yell out flash, please.
Yeah, yell out flash. I'm gonna encourage you, use your cameras, take your videos for sure. Yell out flash. Again, respectfully, we'll tell you when the appropriate time to use the cameras. We know that you guys want to catch as much as you can and videotape the experience, but there's really times that we want lights out and silence. That's for a reason. Spirits are alive. If you do this long enough, you're going to notice that these spirits are well aware that you're here. Okay? So, we want to open our minds. We want to be, just open-minded at the whole experience. Okay? Whether you believe or you don't believe. right? Because it's amazing how we do the different experiments, and I'll ask a question, Lindsay will ask a question, Vanessa will ask a question, and we're getting nothing. And then all of a sudden, you get a random thought, and you say, hey, you know, do you like pineapples? Can you knock once? And boom, all of a sudden things are knocking and things are, because your energy is just connected to something, you know, otherworldly, right? So just participate. We're gonna ask you guys to do some stuff. Just do it. Tell you go down and sit in the dark corner. Go down and sit there. Don't get funny. Be like, hey, Steven, you go down there because I'm not doing it at all. So just you know, again, the most important thing is whether we catch stuff or we don't. We're gonna have fun. You guys are gonna learn about equipment that you may not or may not know about. But just the experience. We want to have fun, right? My favorite topic of discussion. Okay? So favorite thing to talk about here. I know that I ate a lot today, okay? Now we're doing our investigations, okay? All of a sudden, you guys are gonna possibly start saying, man, you guys smell some sulfur smell? Do you guys smell that? Is that a demon manifesting in front of me right now? So then you ask me, hey Steve, come smell this, right? And I'm taking breaths and I'm telling everybody, come breathe this in, right? And really somebody just ripped one and now we're all breathing in somebody's fart, okay? So, you know what? I'm not even kidding. Claim it or blame it, okay? Things happen, we're all adults, we understand it's a part of life. Just claim it, please.
Blame it on one of us.
Blame it on me.
I'm pretty sure Lindsay's farting. I'll take it.
Don't do that to me. Don't do that to these guys. Don't let it smell in your insides. I don't want to do that. Okay? No, thank you. Please,
Someone
guys.
smell popcorn and everybody take a deep breath.
Yeah. We don't want any of that.
It's a really big thing, because one of Steven's biggest things is when he gets nervous, he farts.
There you go. There it is. All right.
And
So
your stomach growls, it sounds like a demon, so it was your stomach. Claim it, because Steve will be the first to run. He will run.
guys,
He'll ask you, he'll ask once. He'll ask once, was that somebody's stomach? If you don't answer, he's out.
you're gonna see the dust of smoke and then just hear my feet taking off. Okay. So just please, guys.
And have no fear, this is your leader.
Yeah, I'm here.
Our fearful leader.
Yeah, the fearful leader. Exactly. I like that.
Not fearless,
Fear, no, complete full of fear. That's not even like I'm scared. I'll tell you guys several times when I'm scared too. Other than that, I don't know. The team can investigate. Introduce themselves.
Investigate.
That's cool.
Investigate your bodies.
I know a handful of y'all already. For people that don't know me, same thing. I've been 9.5 years doing this. Grew up in typical haunted house, and I'm just one of those freakazoids who absolutely love things that go bump in the night. Some people run away, like my brother, and I run towards it.
I don't know why.
I'm a blessing. It's a blessing to be part of this. I've worked with some of y'all. Y'all have seen me already, and I'm just truly happy that every single one of y'all are here. And like he said, keep an open mind. It's going to be an absolutely fantastic night. Just be patient. Sometimes it takes a while for things to happen. Sometimes it doesn't. But regardless of what happens tonight, just as long as you leave saying that you had a kick-ass time, that's all really we care about. And we absolutely appreciate every single one of y'all for being here for us.
Glad to be here.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And this is for the world.
Hell yeah, man. I know we've been talking for a long
Every day,
time, man.
every day.
Yeah, damn near.
I think it's going to be a good one for me tonight.
Oh, there you go. It will be.
Sorry, starting.
If it's good, I'll claim it.
I'm like, yeah!
So I'm Lindsay Rogers. I'm the founder of Dark Hollow Paranormal. I grew up locally in this area. I was actually one of the first paranormal investigators to ever investigate this location. This is a great place. I love coming here. Vanessa and I have done this place more times than I can count. Yeah, so I'm excited. I've been doing this for about 10 years now. And it's the same thing. I grew up in a haunted house, got interested in it, and just kept doing it. So I'm excited.
I'm Vanessa, so I've been interested in the paranormal my entire life, but I've been investigating for around 7 years. So thankful to be here with you guys. I'm super excited for this opportunity and everything we're going to experience tonight. Also, big shout out to the Historical Society for letting us do this for them. It's a great opportunity, and we really want to see this place succeed.
Awesome.
And again, like Lindsay said, I've been here a handful of times, just me and her here. every time has not disappointed. There's always something, and I think there's so much still to uncover here because of the lack of investigating that's happened here, that tonight's a new adventure, and we'll see what we can get.
I'm Ashley. Like Vanessa said, I've also been interested in the paranormal my entire life, but I've only been investigating for a little over a year, and actually this was the first place that I actually got to do something with Lindsay, with Vanessa, and with my husband Jim, and it's blown my mind, the things that I've experienced and things like that. And I just immediately, and I go home and I tell my mother all about it. She's an end-of-life doula, so she gets to experience all those kind of things as well when she's helping all the people transition over from life to death, and she feels all these things, and she is just amazing, and she wants to come to Crescent with us really bad. But I just love it. These guys are more like my family more than anything else, and we're just blessed to have you guys all here.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Jim. I'm not a very good public speaker. I'll fully admit it. I've been doing this for about a decade, on and off, give or take. Been the last year really heavily into it. Steven runs, Angel goes into it. I like being the bait. I'll go somewhere like, hey, come to me.
Yeah.
Use my energy, I'll be bait, I don't care.
Yeah.
I mean, I get scared too, but that's part of the experience. It's a good time.
Yeah.
When all else fails, send Jim.
Yeah. For real. Yeah.
I jumped into Jim's arms.
Literally.
Good guy.
Another
He
big
cradled
thing too
it.
is
Yes.
Good guy.
this place is really building up. Lindsay, the Historical Society have done anything and everything they can to open this up. So all the proceeds and everything that y'all paid is coming to this building.
Yeah, we make nothing off of tonight's event.
Yeah, absolutely.
We
We're
made
doing this
nothing.
as-
It went straight to the Historical
Yep.
Society to help. You guys just put a new roof on.
New roof, and we're working on heating and air conditioning.
Yeah.
Funds for heating.
So I mean, it's really cool. If nothing else, y'all are helping with history. Y'all are helping save something. You know, 'cause another man's trash is another person's treasure. So, and I mean, shit, we love doing this. This is what we do this for. You might come out here and this might change someone's life. You might be, you know, next thing you know, you might be coming to every event. You know, this guy, you know, you might quit your trade job. Follow me for the rest of your life. It's okay.
Chris will take it.
But no, but seriously, it's we all love this, and I mean, I'm super excited. Everyone here is kick-ass, and I don't
And it's
know,
really
like,
cool too because we have our special guest here. She is the I try to practice on the National Treasure of Historical Society memorabilia.
The treasurer of
I'm like,
the
I was like,
treasurer of
don't
the
take anything
Historical
I say.
Society.
I'll let her introduce herself, but she's gonna give you guys some good insight on this
Hi.
place.
Hi, my name's Suzette Shea, and I want to thank all of you for being here tonight, and Dark Carl Paranormal for doing this event. I'm not good at public speaking, my voice starts to quit. But anyhow, this building was built in 1920 is when they finished it. But the property, there was a building on this property prior to. And that building burnt down, and it was just a vacant lot. So Mr. Commons, who used to own Commons Hardware, decided to purchase the building, or build the lot. So it was the first piece of property deeded to Nantiglow Borough, because prior to that, this side of town was Jackson, that side of town was Blackburn. So this building was the first building in town deeded to Nantiglow Borough, and it was finished in 1920 to be a theater. It's opened up as the Grand Theater. After many years, another fire happened and it burnt the roof off the building, and it burnt the stage area. So it was refurbished, and they decided to change the name to the Family Theater, because they did dances down here. They did all kinds of events, community events down here. And then they had the theater upstairs. They had an orchestra pit at one time, which is that hole back there. But when it became the community center, they got rid of the orchestra pit. So because of that, we can't put this as a national landmark, for the historical. But after it was community center, it was a senior center, and then it was gifted to us to make it a museum. And we've been working on this for many years, but there was just so many hitches in the works. Like, they started working on the inside of the building instead of doing the things that were the most important, like the new roof. That roof was leaking, we needed to get that fixed, so we did the new roof, and now the heating and air conditioning. And then we'll do the doors and windows, and by you guys being here tonight, and by Dark Parlor Paranormal donating that money, that's getting us one step further to our goal, and I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
We want to do the heating, air conditioning, new doors and windows, and then the rest, you know, like 75% of the wiring was rewired, it was redone. So we have more stuff to do, but I think it'll take off. And that won't end you guys being able to come here and investigate just because we're done. You know, we'll still let you in here. I want to thank all of you.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, thank you. So if you guys are ready, follow us. Do they have to bring their bags right now? We'll come back down here.
We'll come back down for a
Yeah, if you guys
Bring
want
your
to
cameras and record everything like that, please do that, stuff like that.
We are gonna go lights out though, so I understand that. Yeah, completely lights out. We're gonna do. Let's go over there and we'll tell you guys more what we do. But let's get going.
Yeah,
Let's go over there.
rock. And then when we say these sound please.
Roll out.
You're welcome.
I made her hug me. Coming in.
Yeah, good enough.
Are you serious?
Thank you so much.
I got my laser for its worth. I don't think we're probably use it just yet. I have it anyways.
That's fun because I that corner back there. I had the picture going off. Yeah, and I had
I'll bring mine.
seen we saw a yellow light.
Oh shit, Lindsay has a beat on your side.
I think it was coming from behind you. So
I just dawned on me while you were
talking
green
about?
I was like, ooh. I haven't thought about that.
Really?
Yeah.
Everybody ready?
Yes, I'm looking at Western theme music.
Can you put this in your bag, Lindsay?
All right, let's rock it.
Yep.
If we need it, you never know.
Is somebody at the end of the pack?
Angel's going back here.
Yeah, Angel's at the end.
Yep.
I'll end it with that one.
Oh, I hate steps.
My knees.
Guys, you can see this.
I'm gonna hide out in the back here so I can document things.
Just head there.
Huh? Oh, jeez.
I don't know why. You said something about. Okay.
We all make dogs on the wall. Like,
Whoa.
Yeah.
Why does this guy have no
Have you ever
head?
seen like where people like make that like snake their hands and they
Yeah.
have a little tongue?
I don't know. When I see this, I'm gonna be like an asshole.
Yeah.
You guys familiar with the Fazbear box? I know some of you probably are. It's called the Fazbear box. The Fazbear box, and then we have the portal as
Which
well.
one is it?
It's gonna amplify the sounds you can hear.
The top
What
one.
it's gonna allow us to do is allow us to ask
Oh, they're both?
questions.
Both?
You can audibly hear
Oh, they're both
voices.
lights?
Now, why
Oh, no,
we
one's
use
the
this
Fazbear.
device, one thing you
Yeah,
guys
one's the fastener.
really want to look out for
It is the
is
top
repeating
one, yeah.
sounds, right? Repeating tones. So if you hear a woman come through, and then 2 seconds later or 2 minutes later you hear that same woman come through, that's more of the validating sounds. Of course, we're looking for direct answers. Something I like to do with it, and everybody has their own technique or whatnot, but we get, think about it like this, right? You come to a lot of different places and you hear the stories of death and this, that, and the third. We're gonna ask you to introduce yourself respectfully, right? And then we're gonna ask you to ask a question, right? So think about a question, start thinking about that now. But get creative. You'd be surprised at the silliest questions that get the responses. You know, you come into these places, you ask, how were you murdered? Were you hung? Or it's very basic. You don't want somebody coming into your house and ask, presenting yourself like that, right off jump. So just get creative. Really keep an open mind. And let's see what happens. But participate. Start thinking about a question now. Also, when you ask your question, a good technique is just finish it up with, if you can hear us knock once for yes, two for no, whistle, give it some form of action so that way we know what the response is to your question. Before we actually get going though, one thing is that I do want to do, respectfully out of some members here, we want to just touch on mental health awareness. It is a real problem. Unfortunately, some people go through it, and a lot of people, they have their own experience, or they may know somebody who struggles with it. We're gonna ask that we go ahead and give a moment of silence out of respect for some of our members here, and then we'll get going. We're gonna turn the device on, and then we'll get into the experiment. But just keep an open mind. Start thinking about a question, and we'll take a few seconds here, just have a moment of silence. Alright guys, so if you guys know anybody who's struggling with that, please, there's certain condolences guys, much respect. Please, it's mental awareness is a thing, it's a problem. Refer people to the right places to get help, sometimes we're not open to talking about it with family or people we know, but there's somebody out there that they can speak to, so just, please talk to somebody. Let's go ahead and get this device. We're going to do an offering in the form of a song. So what we're going to do is, do we know what we're going to play?
Yeah, I have something to
Okay, so what we're going to do is, we're going to go lights out. If you could pull the plug over there.
I think it's the top.
Are we set?
The top one.
Yeah. So what I'm
Bam.
going to do, the song that I'm choosing to play is Western movie theme songs. And the reason I'm doing that is because I was told that this theater was well known for the Western movies. They showed a lot of Western movies here. So we're going to offer this up to the spirits to see if they like it, and it will help them communicate with us.
So let's listen through this again. Think about that question, because as soon as it's done, what I'm going to do is I'm going to introduce myself and I'll ask the question. Okay? Then we'll start off to the left here and we'll work. You introduce yourself, ask a question, move on to the next, move on to the next. That way everybody goes ahead and introduces yourself and asks a question. If it does start getting really exciting and we're getting responses, it's going to be very difficult not to jump up and scream and get excited. But if we do end up getting in that pocket that we want to be, let's try to do our best to stay in there and follow up. If this lady asks a question about pizza, and I know it sounds outrageous, but if she asks a question about pizza and she starts getting a response, add on to that question. Oh, what was your favorite type of pizza? Pineapple pizza, which just shouldn't ever be, but it is.
Pineapple.
It is. The moral of the story is stick with the story. That's what we want to do, okay? So we'll go ahead whenever you're ready, Lindsay.
Yep, I'll go for it.
was a little bit of light from where the tarp hangs down. Something, and it definitely wasn't you, but something definitely moved past it and blocked it out. Yeah, I mean, it definitely wasn't you guys. Because I can see both of you.
Right. I'll look backwards twice.
Yeah.
I do gotta ask something. Was someone tapping in a minute ago?
Shaking their leg.
No one was shaking their leg?
Over here, like right behind the corner, like I don't know what it was, but I heard something over here.
I thought maybe
We were
somebody was,
trying
like, shaking
to
their
we were
leg.
trying to look at the camera just like that, Vanessa. That's what Jim came over here. He said, "Do you hear that tapping?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And we're trying to look at who was shaking. No one was shaking.
I didn't say anything because I thought it was somebody.
That's funny.
Perfect. This is what we'll do.
Awesome. There you go.
Spirits, my name is Steven. I have some friends here that we brought here, and we mean no harm. We're just here to maybe listen to some of your stories. Maybe you guys can come forward and communicate with us. We did just play you some music. We figured that'd be an offering to you out of respect. If you're here and you're ready to communicate with us, or maybe if there's somebody in particular you want to communicate with, can you make a sound? Can you knock for us? Outside birds.
The street noise and outside noise are calm down.
Please, if there's anything you can do to make a profound sound to let us know that you're here with us, can you do that now?
Spirits, we have a couple devices set up, and my name is Vanessa. I've been here before, and I know you've interacted with me as well. They're not going to hurt you, they're not going to burn you or anything, but if you go up to that device, it's going to make a noise, and we'll be able to ask you some questions. Can you make one of those devices go off for us? Is somebody like moving, like tapping? Did you hear the
I
tapping?
heard taps again in front of us.
Yeah.
It's coming from behind me on my, right through this doorway. to my
It's
left.
tapping?
Yeah.
That's
But
right where I got touched too.
It
It's
literally
like right there.
smells like there's something on fire back here.
Oh yeah.
That's so funny because
That's awesome.
I've caught burning smells before
That's
here
awesome.
before.
Keep it going.
Alright.
Burning incense?
No.
Not at all.
I'm
So-
smelling real strong over here.
I'm getting that smell up here.
Alright, so let's
Keep
do
it
this.
going,
Let me-
keep it
let me
going.
ask my first guest here. I think there was a young lady sitting there, but you may have moved.
Yes.
Oh, okay, I don't believe you. Okay, move. Sir, can you go ahead and introduce yourself, ask a question?
Yes, I'm Chris. I have a good question because spirits are here because you can smell this, like the burnt wood. And if that's so, if the spirits are here, can you make a noise? We heard tapping. Can you make them a little bit louder, please?
Was that something?
Was that
I
behind
heard
us?
it over here beside me.
There's something.
I heard that.
There's
It was-
something over something.
It was
I'm
almost
all the
like
way back
something was
here.
gonna
Nobody
sit.
touched me.
No, I'm over here.
I did not hear you.
Are you freaking
I just
It
saw it.
sounded like somebody sat right here.
I
Yeah, that's
definitely
exactly what
felt
it sounded like. I did hear that.
Right when,
Is that what? I thought it was you.
Alright.
ma'am,
And that,
right behind you, right like a minute ago, I saw an orb coming straight up, like
I felt, I
right,
just told her I felt cold on the side.
right about
Oh, wow.
not even a minute ago.
Yeah, it was.
There you go.
Remember, I just told you I felt cold air.
Yep.
I felt real cold right here.
Spirits, thank you.
I caught that.
Thank you
That's
for doing
awesome.
what you can to communicate with us. I hope you continue to do it however you
I
can.
thought it was you.
The lady that was next to this gentleman, can you introduce yourself, ask a question, please? Okay,
Introduce yourself.
yeah, introduce yourself, maybe ask, so, the burning wood smell, what would be a good question
Well,
for
there was
us?
a fire in here.
Oh, the fire
burned
here,
the
yeah.
There was a fire on the property before
I
this
keep
theater.
smelling sage.
You know what, you can ask a question, if they were here during the time period of the fire, if they can knock and let us know.
Hi, I'm Ashley. If you were here during like the burning of the building, like a knocking sound.
Spirits, or were you upset, or were you emotionally attached to this place and upset to see it burn down? Can you knock once if yes, twice for no?
Oh, my heart stopped for a minute. I said, "Oh Lord." That was a direct answer.
Ma'am, with the camera, can you introduce yourself?
yourself, ask a question.
Me?
Yep.
Oh, okay. I'm knocking. I would like to know if, I know you were upset about the building burning down, but did you still stay here? And if you did, what reason did you have for staying here?
ESPN.
Not ESPN. So I'm gonna have you ask that question again for us, ma'am, please. If you could direct it to do some form of knock or
Okay.
sound, whatever.
If you stayed here even after the burning of the building, can you please whistle or tap once, please?
As soon as you asked that, there was a tap in the back corner. As soon as you were talking, there was a tap.
Steven, as soon as you were saying that, an orb came down right beside you to your left.
Wow. Thank you. Next guest, can I have you introduce yourself?
I smell that burning smells so strong.
Now see, I'm not smelling
It just, I
it.
smell it
Really strong.
faintly.
Could be moving.
Hello, my name is Elizabeth, and before the burning of the building, did you see any shows here before it burnt down? Can you knock if you did? Was that a faint noise? Did anybody else hear that?
Can I have my next guest introduce yourself, ask a question, please? Think that's you.
It's Jessica.
I'm trying to think what my brain's
Please,
like
take your
fried.
time. That's how I do this 24/7.
My name's Jessica. I don't really have a question.
Okay, no problem. If you don't have one, move on to the next guest. You can have you introduce yourself, ask a question.
Okay, my name's Frank. And Spirits, I was wondering, after the fire, are you happy that they rebuilt the theater? And if you are, and you're attached to somebody here personally, can you give a knock near them?
I heard a very faint noise.
I heard whispering.
I thought I heard.
I heard a
That
bird.
wasn't you guys?
No.
It's really active behind you guys. There's a lot of the tapping and everything. That's what I'm hearing from
I
you.
keep hearing breathing.
Well, they say I attract spirits. I don't know if
No,
that's
that's
true.
good. I'm glad to
That's
hear.
great. That's great. I'm gonna stay far away from you. In the most respectful way.
Oh, excuse me.
Can I have our next guest introduce yourself, ask a question, please?
Spirits, my name is Steven. And once I came up here earlier today, I felt this warming sensation in this hallway. If that was you from the fire, if you see this blue dot on the ground, go over and touch it, and it'll go off. And if you can't do that, knock on one of these walls or make it tapping so it sounds so we can hear you.
I got like a heavy feeling, like a,
You know what's
like
so
I
crazy?
stick to breathe or something
I
like that.
feel,
I just got shaky.
I feel on edge. I feel like something is behind me, like hovering over me, and I
they're
feel,
watching.
yeah, I feel very nervous.
It's like figure
Spirits, I want to invite you closer to us. Feel free to come closer to us and join the circle, and just continue to talk with us. We can feel you. We have several. I'm sorry, sir. You heard something?
No, I'm watching this thing walk behind the shed.
I told you, I kept seeing it too, it blocks it
And
out.
you know what I'm gonna do? How about this? I'm gonna hit my light for a second, so everybody just kind of prepare yourself for that, right?
Yeah, I want to walk.
This is what I want to do. Can you look?
I have a mag light up there.
Something may have just touched me.
Something just touched your back, did you say?
Yeah, something, and I got touched right in that hallway earlier too.
I got chills so bad.
Dude, I've been seeing something move, but I didn't know.
Jessica got touched.
There's a mag light on that counter right there too. That's awesome, guys. Good vibes.
Something seriously like
I'm gonna squeeze right past you.
Right. Was that you making that noise?
Oh.
You notice,
Oh, she went
just
live.
crazy that we all started
Make
picking up
notification, she went live.
here. So many people have gotten, Vanessa, what you want to do? The smelling things, burning things.
I smelled it too. This door's been shut.
That door's been shut.
Don't house me.
You know what I love too? Because you all started smelling. They started smelling. Now you're saying you didn't smell it, and now we're saying you didn't smell it.
This thing is ridiculous. That thing's awesome.
I heard, but you know, Jim got on camera. More come, and then you heard.
I got two.
Oh, you have the Phasma.
That's why I kept looking at his camera.
Yeah, this is a new one. I don't even know what models it was.
Yeah, I got
Might be
two
the
of those,
Phasma.
Yeah, it's the same ones I have.
But we were
Yeah, it's got the UV and everything on it.
we started this, I took something
like that.
someone was shaking their leg. That's why
Millimeter at 2 lights.
That's why
Bring it like Cody Hood.
Alright guys, let's go ahead. Can we cut off the lights?
That's fine.
Let's go ahead and cut off the lights. We'll put the lights out again. What I did was I walked back there and I put it's like a motion sensor rope light. So that way, and while we walked back there, it sounded like something tapped. There's a tarp that's actually. Somebody said,
I said, it hurt. Like right, I swear it was right beside me.
I heard that.
Like in my ear so loud that like.
So.
Anyone who's watching live right now?
I'm live.
Alright, we put that back there.
I
So.
have a question, I'm sorry, I forgot to ask her. There's red dots back there, what is that? Is that like a,
Oh, back here, this is a device that we're gonna use here.
okay, well, earlier I was gonna tell you, but we were trying to be quiet. I saw something pass, it blocked the lights out completely, it was real fast.
So one of the popular things that happen here a lot, and I can tell you because I'm the main person that investigates here all the time, is shadow movement on the stage. You'll see something pace back and forth on the stage.
And there's reasons why we don't tell everyone any of this stuff, because we want to hear your experience and then give you validation of we
Well,
have
I
experience.
swear it looked like something went in front of those
That's
red
very
dots.
common.
And remember, Jim did
That
say,
light's black
Steve,
out
it
again.
looked like an orb went right here
That blue
straight
light, I
down.
see.
So
I mean,
yeah,
outside.
But like,
Yeah.
it should be on the right-hand side of the curtain, the tarp, and it's blacked out again. Like,
Oh yeah, it's gone now.
yeah, it's gone, it's completely gone.
Alright, go ahead, Steve. When I walked back there with my friend, we heard you tap on that tarp. I put what looks like a jump rope down on the floor, and it's not gonna harm you, just like any jump rope. The cool thing about this one is if you touch it, the lights will go off.
It's like a valve thump.
You don't even have to touch it directly. You can stomp near it, you can continue to move and walk back and forth as you please. But if you can hear me, and you're curious and you can see us, can you make that light go off at the end of the hallway?
Ooh, I just saw an orb.
Someone had enough power earlier to be able to touch me in that hallway. If that was you, I know you can do that. Will you try that for
I
us?
saw something going across the front of that. It was dark.
If you don't like or you're not comfortable with coming close to us, that's perfectly fine. Again, we mean you no harm. I don't want you to be overwhelmed that all of our friends have different pieces of equipment and we're here in your space. This is your home and we're guests in your home. I just want to know that you're actually here with us. There's also a green light in the hallway. Can you find the green light and touch it and let me know that you can hear me, please?
If you need to, use my energy, please.
Was that a car light that flashed blue? Did you guys see that blue flash back there?
I didn't see any of that.
I swear I saw a blue flash for a second, but I don't know how it would have been a car. And it wasn't down like where the green light, but it was where the tarp would have been, and it was a blue light, and it's not like that, like the car light was, but I mean, bright blue. I mean, maybe it was a car light, but
Maybe it was an orb.
I had 2 orbs come through here already. And I thought I saw like a black shadow figure of some sort real quick.
Do you guys something like some light or something like off over that way a little bit?
So there is light from the basement coming up from.
Okay, because I keep seeing something twinkling over there.
Oh, twinkling, no.
Twinkling.
Yeah, it's kind of like twinkling, kind of.
What, like fading in and out?
No, like twinkling.
So, okay, so this might be something for people that might not understand that there is a phenomenon, we call it something like fireflies. They could be what we consider
Something
those
kind
are
of like that. It's happening over
like
there.
twinkling, like little energy bursts. And what I consider it as from my profession is that it's almost like trying to manifest that little bit of energy. So you get that little firefly effect, like that little twinkle. It's almost like your eyes are messing with you, you know what I'm saying? But
I
yeah.
keep looking out around
That
and
is
I don't
something.
see it, but I'm catching it on here and I'm catching something up on stage there.
That's awesome.
I have an idea. The gentleman off to my left is the lady that you bought with, the one that y'all was hearing all the tapping and smelling the burning off to my left, right?
Yeah.
Can I borrow you 2 for a second? Would you be willing to come with me down the hallway over here? Because she seemed like she had a lot of things in between y'all. I want to see if y'all would be willing to come over here and stand in the hallway.
Follow me over here.
I was not expecting
We'll face it on you.
You know what's crazy?
What I would like y'all to do.
They got up and I
Y'all
swore I saw
not
black
ready for a
standing. It was black and white and I swore I saw someone standing.
If you get scared, by all means, listen. You know, you don't have to. Thank you so much. But if you want to hang out, listen. We have the REM pod right here, and we have the rope light over here. Okay. So one thing I want y'all to do is definitely keep an eye on it. If something comes over here and touches this, it's gonna light up like that. Okay. This REM pod, if something gets close to it, it's gonna make a sound like that. Okay. I'm gonna try and use you as a trigger. I'm gonna ask you to ask a question. It's fine. I don't mean to pick on you. If you don't feel comfortable, you don't feel
That's
comfortable.
awesome. Good.
But
Keep the energy
the
up.
whole entire time I'm hearing tapping and I'm hearing a lot of stuff come next to you guys. And when me and Vanessa were walking through this earlier, she got touched right here, and that keeps happening. The energy seems to predominantly be going over women, like something that's overpowering women, stuff like that. So if I can ask you, maybe I'll tell you what questions to ask, and then you can direct it and tell it to either touch this device or make the lights go over. Okay? Thank you so much.
Of course that's gonna go off.
Something back there, like I'm seeing something twinkling.
Well,
place
there
one of
is
these down here.
cans back
Who's
there.
that?
I don't know if they see
Cat ball.
flashing.
That's a good idea.
We're not on this
Flashing
end,
on every
but-
scene over there.
It's back there.
So that basically almost works like the rope light's gonna work, huh?
Because we kept seeing stuff right in here. That's gonna shut off. And
Yeah.
if that goes off,
So just have to be in front of you. So my question is, and I don't want to interfere with that is, but the spirit, are you trying to single us out because you feel safe when you're around us?
yeah.
And if so, please set one of these lights off to show that you're here in a friendly manner.
My toes.
My eyes.
Spirit.
So another question
My
is
friends,
you're
I have a
seeing my daughter that has red hair, and a lot of people have said that she is a angel with red hair and brings good luck. Maybe the thing of it is that you're trying to talk to her and show her that she's safe here, and the spirits are looking to show her that she is.
Oh boy.
Whenever you guys feel comfortable,
Big orb just shot right in front of you guys.
either find one of the-
So
looks like a
you
clear
are
ball,
hearing us, and there is a
different colored
spirit
lights,
here that's
or
trying to talk to us and say that we are
the
safe.
rope light at the end of the
And
hallway.
you want
Feel free
to
to
come
touch that if you
and
want to
join
stay,
us
stay away a little bit. It's
and
up
show
to you.
that
Whatever
you are
you're able to
here.
do, please come and communicate with us.
if you're upstairs and you can hear our voice and you aren't comfortable coming down.
Oh, gavel. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming and talking with us.
Sometimes I think they know ahead of time what you're gonna ask.
Oh, yeah.
We're
They're still, they're great as heck.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Do you?
Figuring out how to use that.
Yeah, good job. Are you the one that we smell here? Is that your energy? Are you presenting that smell? Can you make it light up? The fire? Did you used to enjoy some of the shows when this was a theater? Oh. Thank you. Thank you. I bet it was some nice shows. Do you have a favorite show?
Were you a performer?
That was in my head. Great question.
Oh,
In
awesome.
my head. That's awesome.
Great minds think alike.
That's a great question. Are you happy that we're here? Oh, instantly. Thank you very much.
We're happy to be here talking with you.
Hey Jim,
Hmm.
can you ask those two to come over here?
Chris, Ashley, you come here, please.
How exactly does your rope thing work?
Motion, the minute you give any kind of motion.
I'm gonna turn the light on.
We're happy.
That's not the lights. That's the light. You two come in here, please. We're getting some good activity going on in there.
I want y'all to see this cat going on. There you go. If you hang out with me, one second. Ask that again, Steve.
Wait till they sit down so there's no, you can't say it vibrating.
Yeah, now watch, I'll just walk right past her.
See, I think that takes a lot to go off.
Yeah. I was expecting it to go off when they walked through there.
So
Were
did
you
I.
a female performer?
Wow. Instantly. Go ahead now.
It was as funny as me and Lindsay were getting a female voice very clearly on that device.
Yeah, we were setting up the plasma box earlier, we were getting a female voice.
Does it make you happy, all the work that they're doing here trying to save this place?
Are you happy that we're here tonight?
That's a second yes for that.
That's a second. That's awesome.
Yep.
I bet it makes you happy that you're able to have an audience to perform for.
Yep.
That's what I was gonna ask.
That's awesome.
Thank you, that's awesome.
It's been a long time since you can actually put a show on for somebody.
Yep.
That's gonna happen.
Wow.
Were you better at, if you could stop for 1 second, I got a real direct question. Were you a singer?
Oh my goodness.
Instantaneous. What was it?
Really? Did you also dance?
Ooh, just saw an orb flying across.
Do you miss performing for people?
That was me.
Did you like to sing? What's a good genre during that time, like an old time?
Gone with the Wind.
Did you sing Gone with the Wind? If I were. Is it ridiculous that you would sing Gone with the Wind? Is that a bad joke?
Were you here for the first fire?
Wow, Angel.
What was that?
I heard a thump.
Just to confirm, you were here for the first fire. That's what you're telling me right now.
Did people come pay to watch you perform?
Did you see it? The
It's a
light,
light.
the blue
You
light.
saw the light?
That's what I saw earlier.
I just
The
saw the
blue
flash.
light flash, yeah.
Sure it's not me in front of it?
No.
It's blue and it was in that
Oh,
corner.
there we go.
There you go again.
You saw it too.
I saw it. I just saw it for the first time.
Is there more?
Sorry, so sorry. Go ahead, Steve.
Is there more than one spirit on this stage with you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna add on to that, Steve. That's okay.
Go ahead.
Was that somebody? Did you feel the floor? Did you feel that? It just sounded like a. I felt the floor move.
I heard a thump.
Like a thump,
twice,
and it
like
felt like
that.
something hit the
Like
floor.
da, da, da.
Yeah, da, da,
Yeah.
da. Exactly.
What was your question, Steve?
I heard a female whimper. I heard.
What was the question you asked?
What was that?
What was
I
that?
heard
I
that.
heard it.
You know what it
There was
sounded
a
like?
light.
there's a light vibrating back there
Is that your
behind.
phone?
Is that
Looking
a?
at my phone.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that was a voice.
Yeah, I heard a voice.
I heard that, yeah.
That was
I thought
voice.
it
was a woman's voice.
That was a woman's voice on the stage. You didn't press
Is that
it.
you? Is that you singing, man?
Alright, damn it, I'm recording.
Heads up.
The cat toy, if that was you trying to let us know you're here? Did you just try to talk?
Is that you singing, ma'am? Are you singing for us right now? Trying to get our attention? I think you have a lovely voice.
We'd love to hear more of it.
Yep. Something just tapped right here.
I heard that
This
tap.
room over here.
Thank you so much. I got super chills.
Are you waiting to come on stage?
If you need more energy, come take my energy if you need
You
be.
should get off the stage so they can come home.
Okay, how about this? We're gonna move and we're gonna let you have the entire
You
stage.
can see the
okay?
ball move.
Yeah, the cat toy is actually
It's actually
moving.
moving.
It's rolling.
It is rolling.
It is.
It is
I can see,
rocking
I'm
and
watching it
rolling.
right now. It's rolling back and
It looks like
forth.
it's gonna fall off the stage.
Now that
We're gonna
Yeah,
sit
it's
and
rolling
watch
back
you.
I've never seen it roll that
Your
way.
next meeting is empty and.
I'm gonna sit in the middle so that way you guys can have it.
Did you notice it kept rocking
Steve,
back and forth, side to
This guy
side?
Frank will give you a back rub.
Dude, Frank, you down?
I'm not shy.
Yes, ma'am.
After we do
As far as it's going though.
If I can sit on the stage by myself just for a minute to see.
That ball is rolling around.
Oh, absolutely.
It's going side to side.
I need a light. That's why I stand
I'm
by
getting the
myself.
chills, I don't know if it's just because I see I get chills.
We're gonna give you the stage along with our friend here.
What the?
Oh, look at that.
We both were sitting
Dude, I'm
over
like
here.
chills.
Now,
My whole body
I
is
got
frozen.
Yeah.
straight energy.
There's a lot of people here, it's not.
Alright, this is the part that I do wanna
Thank
say.
you.
I do wanna say this is when it gets exciting and
Let's keep it together.
let's do our best and all take a deep breath.
I'm sorry.
And keep it. No, you're perfect. What I want to
I'm
do
gonna
is
keep it going.
I want to keep it going, and I want to say thank you to our friends here putting on this show for us. And we're gonna stay here as long as you want us to, as long as you can continue to do what you're doing. We're just getting excited because it's amazing that you guys are actually willing to communicate with us, and we love the show that you're putting on. I'm gonna have my friend here join the stage with you. Can you go with her and
Make sure she's okay.
make sure she's okay?
If I fall, just sit still.
No, please don't.
Get it on camera.
I think there's a
Just-
flashlight camera.
I don't know.
Hey, you're not even setting that off.
No, she's not.
I'm sorry.
That- I
You know
thought
what's
for sure
funny?
that was
That is
gonna go off.
insane.
Didn't even go off. when
That
she
just-
did
As soon as you hit that
And
step, I
guess
was
what? She
expecting
got
that to go
a thumper
off.
leg too.
Can you set that last ball
So
off
that's
down
her
the
special.
hall?
I just
her
saw
special
a
talent
flash right
is her
beside that
thumper
tarp.
leg. If you've ever seen a thumper leg,
If you pet her behind her ear, her leg will twitch.
I just saw something. I don't know.
Did you see
maybe
something
shoot
that
that
right
right shot
corner?
out?
I thought I saw a shadow of
Thumper.
that in the right corner.
That's exactly what I
so
saw.
now that our friend's on stage with you, we're ready for whatever show you're willing to put on. Now,
completely
thank you
still.
so much. My question is,
What if it follows? Okay, so when we came
I-
down here, it stopped going outside.
Yeah, the energy
like,
like
over
went
here.
across the room, yeah.
So what if somebody, is there somebody here that moved off the stage that you like, that you're trying to talk to? If that's the case, can you make that go off again so we know?
What was that? Did y'all just hear like 2 or 3 taps?
Yep.
It was just
That was 2 or
weird
3
that
taps.
That was on the chair
Hey,
or
Steve,
something.
What's up?
it was her tripod right here.
Got it.
It was.
I was trying to hold it still, but I
No,
I
okay.
strained
No
it,
problem, no
and
problem.
I
Thank
didn't get it right there.
Keep
That
on.
Can you light this cat toy up right here if you want me on this stage?
Do you want Steven on the stage?
That's literally what I was thinking.
Hold on.
What the
I just saw something.
fuck was
on
that?
camera.
What, dude?
On your iPad, the whole screen lit up bright white.
I had a bright light on here,
Is
Did
that
you
your
see-
phone?
and it was like
No, my
distinct.
phone's not moving, but I saw her. I saw her.
Yes.
Yes, your iPad.
I'm gonna go
is-
through.
Whole right side.
I'm gonna go through names. Hold on. All right, Spirit. I'm gonna say some names, and I want you to light the ball up
Something
when
was
you
touching
get
my
to the
neck.
name of the person
Something
that you
touched my
want.
neck.
Nothing back here.
Do you
No,
want?
something was just touching my neck.
You good?
Oh yeah.
My hair's in the back of my neck are standing up.
Oh, she would touch me, I wouldn't touch.
Okay. Do you want Lindsay on the stage with you?
Felt my shirt move.
Do you want?
So sorry.
Do you want Jim on the stage with you?
What was flickering on that screen?
It looked like a cat ball, but there was no cat ball going on.
Exactly.
I'm glad I'm not the only one that saw that.
I just heard something right here.
There it is
See,
again.
look.
That's funny.
You're
It's
right,
not
that
okay,
ball,
wait.
aren't you?
Do you want
do
Vanessa
have any
on the
sort of
stage?
light that could interact with your IR light of any sort?
Ooh, I
That's
just saw
what
it.
is. It's your camera.
Oh, okay. It's your camera. But earlier, her whole right,
I
her
see
right side
it.
of her screen went white.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
did.
I saw that.
But I got it on here at the same moment.
And he's on the other side.
No,
Alright,
it's
alright, let's
from
focus
IR
back
light.
on
Oh,
that.
that's from your IR light, okay.
No, it's that big of a camera I'm telling you.
There you go.
Oh,
Thank you so much.
There you go.
that is from this.
It's not the IR.
How is that picking up IR?
I want to ask you, if you're a performer and you worked here,
That's weird.
or you were part of the performances that took place here, and let me finish the question before you make the light go off. What I want you to do is, if you were an audience member and you came here for the shows,
Can you make that stop, please?
can you make it stop 1 second, please? If you were an audience member, there you go.
It's like I am. Stop
That's it.
asking me that.
Now, the performer, whoever was putting on the performance for us, the singer, can you make the one on stage go off now? I want to ask if one of the performers can join us, particularly whoever was the singer before. You told me you used to sing. Can you make the one on the stage go off again?
Ever since
Do you
we
want
moved
someone-
off the stage.
Can you stop
Yeah,
that for a
it
second?
hasn't.
Moved off. That's good for names.
I think it
crazy
is.
that that one hasn't gone
Let's
off
do
at
that.
all.
Back over and sit down.
No, you're fine.
No, man, it's
Stay
actually
there.
want to hang on right.
Stay there.
Okay, yeah, I think names. Let's just.
Alright,
do
go
names.
through names.
All right, can you make that ball stop? That just one's going off now. Can you step away just for a second for me, please?
You know what?
Thank you so much.
That might be a
Now, what I
shot.
want to ask you is, if you want Lindsay to go back up on the stage, make it go off. Go, baby. Now, what I want you to do, since I'm sending somebody on stage for you, I want you to do this for me. Now that Lindsay's on stage,
What?
Holy
What?
shit! Okay, sorry.
A male voice right in my ear, just like,
That's what I heard
The
earlier.
second I
That's what I
sat
heard
down.
earlier.
Oh my God.
When I was sitting there, I
wow,
was
that
like,
startled me. That makes
Can you please turn that bowl off? Can you stop that for us, please?
Hey, I'm smelling something.
Can you step
back
back in the
here?
ball?
Come here, Tony. Do you smell it?
Okay, so here's what I'm thinking.
Right here.
I just want to see if I can get this thing,
Yeah, I know.
how to get it, like, what's forcing, if there's something turning it on.
Well, you figured that was on when the one on the stage was going on, that never went off once.
I don't know if maybe something just is vibrating it enough that it could be just going on.
Click the red button on it and then click it again.
Reset it.
Reset.
Like I have this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. So I think whoever was up
Now,
here
when you
is gonna
reset,
have
just leave it.
to
Don't turn on.
Yeah.
because
See, I'm not smelling now.
Like, what I want to do, I want to, like, just stomp to see if I can get it to go.
Did you
I was amazed when she went up on the stage. She didn't
Yeah, you turned it off.
That's me. Like, that takes a lot.
And the one
Well,
that's
you guys are here, man. This is awesome.
somebody else in the room now this was this scared.
To the performer on the stage, what I don't want to lose, I don't want to lose the energy in the pocket that we're in. So let's do this.
Yes.
Man, if I bring you a chair, can I invite you to sit on the stage where you're at? If you feel comfortable doing that?
Me?
Yes, ma'am.
Anything.
Right behind you, Lindsay.
What's that?
Right behind you.
I ask you that you sit.
What's right behind
Me,
Oh.
me, I'm behind you.
No,
Oh, you don't get scared or something.
sorry, I can't see you. I'm gonna take a seat right here, okay?
You know what I want to do too?
There's 2 steps here, right?
Voices, all these
I'm gonna set this up real
I
quick.
think you should do.
Yeah, take your time. Tell me when you're ready to go.
You do like 60 seconds. No sound.
Can I do the angel thing? That's exactly what I'm doing.
That's what
This is what I want to do, guys, alright? Everybody take a deep breath. We're gonna reset just for a second. No noise, no lights, nothing. They're communicating with us. It's clear as day that this camera on stage is no longer going off at all. This one now is no longer going off at all. They've been, since y'all put them out, I mean, you can see this one hasn't gone off since we moved off the stage, right?
Right.
Vanessa, and this is one of the things that has come up during other investigations, it makes perfect sense. When we identified that it was a lady. She identified herself. Now, every time it seems that there's a woman presence, immediately it seems like this man is an overwhelming presence that completely shuts it off. So I'm curious now, as part of the story, is if he just came in and interrupted her and just made it stop, made her go away. So we're gonna stay for a second, completely quiet, completely still as you can, and then we're gonna start asking question by question. So let's just do like a 30-second just silence. Spirit, I want to ask, what was that? What was that? That was back there.
It's not like a guy clearing his throat.
That's exactly what the fuck it sounded like. I heard that.
It was like,
That's the same thing we've been getting. I think whoever the male spirit
It's
is
almost
here
like it's
is
like,
here.
oh, they're figuring me out.
Now, sir, I want to ask you.
I don't know why it's doing that. Oh, sorry guys.
I want to ask you, sir. We clearly know it's you, and you just let us hear you. Thank you for that. Did you just stop the lady that was singing for us? Did you make her stop showing the performance? Did you make her stop her show? Can you make a noise if that's true? Whoa, you guys heard that.
Yep.
Thank you. Okay. All right, that's fine. Now, are you the boss in this town? Are you the one operating this theater? Can you make a noise?
If you feel like we're disrespecting you or being rude by coming in here and doing this, can you do something to let us know? That's not our intentions.
we come here with full respect to you and your business and your performers. We're just here to talk to you. We're not here to judge you in any way.
I didn't want to sorry.
If you can make any of these devices go back off again, please do so. That will show us that you're still here with us.
Oh,
They're tapping.
Thank you so much. Now, like any,
I just saw a shadow move on the, and nobody was moving up here. I saw it along that back wall. It moved, it just disappeared. Like I could see it from under the piano. It looked like somebody's legs like walking.
That's people going live.
if that's you that Vanessa just saw, if you were the one that was making the cat ball go off, can you find that cat ball and make it go off again?
Like right here, they keep just running on my legs.
I'd really appreciate if you could do that for me. You were doing a really good job earlier. And we just want to know that you're here so we can ask you some more questions or find out what you want. Can you please make one of those devices go off again for us?
I'll make a deal with you. Like any good businessman, I know money talks, right? So I have some money, and I'm willing to pay for a good show. But I wanna know who I can make a deal with. I'll pay money for a show, but you have to make one of these devices go off. And I'm willing to pay a lot of money for it. Now, if you're a smart businessman, that's an easy deal. Or businesswoman.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely put that. Hold on, did the girl just hum?
Dude, did you hear that?
I keep hearing music in my head.
No, but did something, that was a lady that just.
Did you hum?
It was like over in this area.
Were you humming?
No, it's Ashley. She said since she got here, she keeps hearing music in her head and it's causing her to hum since she stepped in.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Mike, would you be willing to?
My ears go up.
Put the music
Yeah.
aside?
Yeah, I was thinking, what the heck, because nobody's going in.
Definitely,
Nah,
that would
please,
be awesome.
please, yeah, if you want.
Can somebody touch me, please?
I just find it.
Hey, knock it, I'll come over and touch
At
it.
all, not going off at all.
No, maybe I'm too close.
Yeah.
Somebody blow a whistle?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Just
You want to touch me, use my energy.
This is awesome, no, I tell you what, guys, that's some serious. Oh, it's working.
That ball works.
That cat ball just went straight.
That's awesome.
I use them on
That's
staff
even more
pianos.
validation.
They're
What time is it,
awesome.
babe?
Yeah, that was awesome.
I don't know.
9:30.
Play that piano.
9:36.
What's that?
Have you ever heard them play that piano?
I have not, but I have heard people say they've heard piano music in here.
That's what I was gonna ask, if they could touch a piano key.
Mm-hmm, absolutely.
So let's do this, especially since you're hearing music too. Let's go ahead and either when we ask your questions, we'll get back to everybody think about a question, but let's do this, direct it towards the music box or the piano. Let's try to see if we can get one of those to
Which
go
is
up.
funny because in my head I was thinking about the piano, but I was like, so I think it's all just adding up to that.
It's like somebody wants to perform, but they're building up their energy.
Well, you know, and it's exactly what I was thinking is that whoever was communicating with us before, identifying to be a singer or a female, and then all of a sudden we gave them the stage to perform, and it's like they followed us out here.
Well, they're used to being around people.
I'm wondering
Sorry.
Bless you.
Thank you.
is looking at those lights, and it's like a spotlight for them, like they're on the stage, it's like glowing, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
like they're in a spotlight game.
You're right. Oh, yeah.
Hey,
You know what?
Emily.
You're 100% right. I can see it.
What if somebody plays a music from like a female singer, like on YouTube?
Let's do it.
What's
Would that
time frame
draw
that this is
something?
from?
She said 20s.
It was built in the 1920s.
1920 song. That's what I'll do right now.
I think the 1920s would be.
Don't ask me, I ain't that old.
Like a G Garland or something?
Yeah, exactly.
Charlie Chaplin.
Spirits, what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna offer you another song from us as a sign of respect. And once we're done, once the song's done with, what I want you to do is I want you to find that device that my friend Mark just put down, and you play the song for us after, okay? So let's see, what's a popular 1920s? That's a Google question. 1920s.
You should touch it. Yeah, you should touch it, let them hear it.
So,
I have more cat toys too.
Awesome.
Oh, you got a music box?
Yeah.
Nice.
Is it playing already?
No, actually, I'll show you how
It's
how
all, I
it
think,
works.
3 feet in front of it. I
Yeah.
think it's what, 3 feet or 5 feet, Mark?
5 feet.
Yeah.
5.
Yeah.
Waiting for a train. You wanted to play a woman
feel
though,
like
right?
Cold
Somebody asked to
Springs?
play.
I didn't.
I felt a
So
cold
Duke
breeze
Ellington?
go right by my
Is that
head.
cool?
Mark had
Yeah,
it in
ice
his vest.
cold.
Yeah,
Of course he I'm gonna set some more. I'm gonna set some more cat balls out, like on the piano and everything like that. So I'm gonna play a Duke Ellington song that was popular back in the 1920s.
was big.
What about a REM pod on the piano too?
There's a red pod right here. We can put.
I have one out.
I got a REM pod too.
Why don't you clear the seat so they can sit down, Angel? Clear the seat so they can take a seat. The seat's taken. Yeah.
Can we even have one cat call go off?
Oh, jeez.
And who's
What?
been playing?
The fan.
Yeah.
Good, good, good.
What was that?
That goes to show you, you know, what's our movement around. We're not setting off these cats.
No.
Everybody gets.
Oh, I can see.
Here we go. Does everybody?
Alright, I'm gonna put the rep pod right here
I shot it off the ceiling.
on the chair. Rep pod right here.
Thanks, Steve.
Rep pod on.
Nobody can see you.
I can turn it
Hey,
on.
Mark.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Where'd Mark go? This would be a good place to set up my monster.
Yeah, it would be. But I like.
Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead.
300 some feet.
Right.
Everybody can get a spot. Spirit, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and play just a little bit of this song. And what I wanna do, like I said, is I wanna ask that maybe when this song is over with, that you'll go ahead and you'll either make one of our devices go off or play that music box and play a song for us after, okay?
2 more cat balls. What do y'all think?
On the piano.
On it?
Yeah, on the keys, on the keys.
On the
So
keys.
you're just like,
Did other house, that
did
was
you
awesome.
make a noise?
Is that you?
Did you go,
I did not make any noise.
Did you hear it?
Yeah, something like a tap, like
Oh, I heard a voice.
it sounded like something was dropped on the floor.
Yeah, that's what like
Alright, I got a cat ball.
just want to chill.
Cat ball.
I thought it was
I'll
Jim.
put it on one side of each hand.
It came sound like it came right there, right there.
You want to get that set up?
Look, Rebel.
Wait, are you sure you didn't?
Want to reset
I think
it?
it's faulty. It's like reset.
Oh, okay. Here you go. I'm gonna set it. Walk away. Alright. Another cat ball right
Play this
here.
song.
Go ahead, Steve.
Ouch, that was me.
Boy, something just touched my neck.
Spirits, I'm gonna play this song for you. I'm gonna play about 20, 30 seconds.
Can I ask a question real quick? Spirits, if you remember this music, is this the music that you performed to while you was here in the theater? If so, make any of these devices go off that's on the stage, the piano, in the hallway. Can you do that for us, please? We would appreciate it.
I just saw a red flash happen.
Spirits, we're going to be here for a while this evening, so we want you to interact with us as much as possible. Before we get ready to split off into smaller groups, can you do something big to let us know that you're going to follow us and be with us tonight? Or interact with us. If you can set those devices off one more time, just give us a sign that you're ready to communicate with us.
Spirit, if you enjoyed that, can you make one of the devices go off?
Was that one of you?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
To the spirit of the man who we heard clear his throat, please do not hide the other spirits in this building, because we would like to talk to them. And that's not nice of you to do that. So,
Yep. Yeah, I heard that.
so to the female spirits that were on the stage, you do not have to be afraid of this guy. He is not going to hurt you. So if you want to come back out and talk to us, please do so. We would appreciate it.
More roughs than him.
Listen, I can't fight what I can't see, so I'm just gonna be honest.
Is somebody standing beside me?
Yeah, he's right.
Yeah, I'm down here.
It scared me.
Spirits, my head's starting to itch. And for a lot of you that know me, that's usually something. Now all my friends are getting touched and everything. But I want you to light one of these devices up for me. You okay?
Something like pinched my back, like right here.
Can you knock next to one of my friends?
Is there like a bug or something on me?
I'm sorry, it's just really dark and he's just like feeling your back and it just
Sorry.
looks really funny for me. I'm sorry.
I think his spirit likes to play touchy-feely with
I
people.
think he does.
Well, the thing that's amazing is that everyone's getting like their turn. Everyone's getting their turn. What really got me is when we first got here, Jim walked up.
Did somebody just hum?
It's actually. I can't
Okay.
stop, I'm sorry.
You're okay. You're okay. No, what makes me interested in that is why all of a sudden you're getting that nonstop in your head.
Can you go ahead and ask a question?
Yeah, there you go. That humming's there for a reason.
I don't know any questions.
Just about like why.
Why don't you ask what the name of the song is?
Yeah, it's just, I've been hearing from everyone.
Once you hum it louder.
Or if they're trying, just like if they're trying to communicate with you, if that's their way of showing.
Ask
that
him,
they're
like,
here.
ask him if you would remind them of somebody to make a sound.
My whole half of my face is really hot.
Spirits,
Thermals downstairs.
my friend here,
That's
you're
me.
trying to connect with her, and you're putting some music, you're putting some tunes in her head. Does she remind you of somebody? Can you make a sound or make a device go off if she reminds you of somebody? Maybe an old performer?
Do you want her to talk to you?
What does the song sound like? Can you hum it for us?
That makes me
Is it just
nervous.
like a little piece or something that keeps going back and forth?
Is it like the same thing?
Why don't you hum it louder and ask the spirits if this is the music you want to hear? To
I don't think it's just my mom thinking, I don't know. I haven't done it all day, I just assumed there's stuff in here.
That's for a reason, I'm telling you 100%.
Maybe they want us to hear the song.
Over there on that stage still.
There is.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
Yeah, like I know you feel nervous and you feel uncomfortable about it.
Hey.
Yeah.
Right behind you, Angel.
Something just, go ahead.
There is something blinking right behind you. I'm watching on the screen.
Was that it?
Yeah.
Can you do that one more time? Just one more time. Don't be nervous. I promise you there's no judgment here.
just hum it
I
louder.
can't. It just stops as soon as everyone asks about it.
Okay. Somebody whistled.
I heard that.
I
heard
It was
that.
right crystal clear.
It was in the hallway.
It was
Can
like,
you whistle the
Is-
tune? The
did you
tune
just
that
kick my
she's
chair?
hearing.
I heard a thump.
Did you just kick my chair?
That wasn't you guys?
I'm sitting there. I just pointed this
I
way.
heard that. You could actually hear
It felt like somebody kicked the back of my chair right down.
I'm gonna ask a kind of a serious question. See if we get a response. To the female performers that were here, were you forced to do other things besides perform on stage for people? Did this guy make you do things that you didn't want to do? If so, can you make a noise for us or turn these devices on?
My hairs are sticking up.
I think still gotta focus back on
Did
the
you
music.
anyone like hear that?
I'm hearing humming.
I hear.
I thought I heard
humming and I
piano
haven't
music from a
said
distance.
anything.
I thought I heard piano music from a distance.
We're
I hear
hearing you
over
make
here.
noise.
Angel, that's exactly.
We're hearing you hum. We're hearing you whistle. Can you do that again for us so we can hear you? What was that?
I heard it.
Was that?
I heard that.
Lindsay, that was not you?
But I just asked Angel to move.
No, that.
Yeah.
We heard a hum.
I did
I'm
not
telling you,
know.
I just said,
I heard it. Thank you. Thank you. If that was
That sounded like
you,
it
we
came from
really
right behind
appreciate
you.
that.
That's funny, man. That's,
We're
Yeah, I
listening.
definitely heard that. Yeah.
Man, is that you from earlier singing for us again? We think it's beautiful. We hear you, and I just want to ask you to do it a little bit louder for us.
We want to hear more.
You can use my energy to make your energy stronger if you need to do that.
What is
It's something-
that?
Sounds like breathing.
I think
is someone in here?
it's me walking out.
Yeah, I keep hearing little like creaks
I know, it's funny.
and taps in here.
If you're in here, can you make a noise in this room for me?
That's someone's phone.
Oh, okay. That scared the shit out of me for a minute. I was
Spirits,
like,
we're gonna take a break here in just a second. So before we take a break and before we come talk to you again, can you just give us one more sign that you're here and that you're willing to communicate with us tonight? We'll be back.
Who else, me? Sorry.
If you want us to come back,
It's like something's drawn back that way.
bring something up if you want us to come back.
I know. That's the best validation of us.
Do you want us to turn these lights on so people can see you perform?
Spirits, we have to take our first break. Can you at least say goodbye to us? For now?
We really appreciate you talking to us and communicating with us like you did.
Any kind of sign would help.
Just got the craziest pressure on my head.
Why don't you just repeat this? Can you repeat this sound if you can hear me?
Did anybody else hear a grunt?
I'll do it one more time for you. And the only way I'll stay
I might not stay, but the only way my friends will stay is if you can repeat the sound back.
What was that? Is that outside?
Yeah.
Do you need us to show you where these devices are at? So you can see where they're at, so you can use them?
I thought I heard a tap back there.
That,
You heard that, boss?
Yeah.
Because I saw you react to the tap.
yeah, I heard that back there.
Let's take our first break.
Alright, yeah. Well, we appreciate you, Spears.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Spears.
let's cut for a break.
Be coming up this way.
Alright, if you're gonna shine your light, yes, ma'am.
Lights, start light close, keep your eyes, turn on your lights.